All right, guys, what's going on? Today is the 6th. Let's change this here. Save to 192.5. Hopefully you guys had a great trading day out there. Definitely not a crazy day, but still a solid amount of opportunities out there. Okay. All right, guys. I'm just getting everything set up here. Hopefully you guys had a great trading day out there. What's going on, everyone? Just setting everything up here. Today, runners BNGO. We're gonna do a quick stream. ISR. GHSI. And CTY. All right. Got that going. Now I'm going to go live on TikTok.
DJIA.
Okay. No. So I'm at my new broker. They're awesome. I know I'm good with them. They already said you don't have to worry about it. They know I'm getting kicked off. My new broker knows I'm getting kicked off a couple platforms, and they're just like, you don't have to worry about it, man. We can see what you're doing, and it's awesome. It's incredible what you're doing, and that's why, I love my new brokerage, because I know that they have my back, and I've worked with the compliance team there, and they know I'm legit and everything, so I'm not worried about my new brokerage, but just my old ones is the frustrating part. I don't know. I have no idea, but it pisses me off is what it does. I was just frustrated as all hell today, especially when seeing that. Let's see here. Gosh, what the DJIA just did an offering. Or proposed an offering. See, that's what I always worry about, holding things overnight. Sometimes they can pan out, but DJIA just did an offering, I think. Yeah. No. So, what's going on, Diego? What's going on, Brian? So, no, what happened is, okay, people out there saying whatever they want, it's fine. The reality is I'm always going to be transparent with you guys. The reality is I have nothing to hide about. I'm always transparent and always upfront with you guys. You know, if I was trying to hide, I wouldn't even have mentioned I kicked off any brokerages. I don't even get that. But for whatever reason, you know, I'm getting kicked off. This is now my third brokerage. Schwab kicked me off now. The good news is the brokers that I'm using right here, I've talked to them, and you know they say 100%. You're doing incredible things. Keep it up. You know I've worked with I've talked to one of their, I don't even know what their directors or whatever, and he said the compliance team is 100% okay with everything going on. You know you don't have to worry about anything. So I know that this brokerage I'll be fine with. But the most frustrating part is, it's just so frustrating because this is my livelihood. This is my career, and I come on here every day for you guys. No, I didn't get kicked off trades there. No, it was Schwab. But I come on here every day for you guys, and it sucks because they're not telling me. They're giving me no. It's like I literally got so mad on the phone. I was like, okay, so you're literally saying that if you were a teacher in class, you tell them to leave the classroom with no explanation. That makes zero sense. To me, they're treating me so unfairly, it's not funny. I got so frustrated. I get so fired up about it because they won't, all they do is send me this freaking letter, right? And they say, hey, we reserve the right to kick you off our platform. And I'm like, and I'm sitting there on the phone with them, and I'm like, okay, if you're sitting in my shoes, right? Would you feel like that's the right thing to do? Would you feel like that's the proper way to handle it? Just by passively aggressively saying, hey, sorry man, you're gone, no explanation, see ya. The reason is, guys, and again, I have no idea, zero clue. I don't know if they're trying to trade opposite of me and they're losing money. I don't know if the market makers are losing money against me. I don't know if they're too slow. I don't know if I'm making too much money or if I'm trading too many shares if they don't like it. I don't know if I'm trading small caps and mid caps and they don't like it. I don't know what it is, but whatever's going on, they won't give me any reason. Literally. At least give me a reason so I can then stop what I'm doing. If there's something wrong that I'm doing, then give me a chance to just, it's like you get strike one, strike two, strike three. I'm not even asking for strike one. I'm just asking for an explanation. They don't even warn me. They just say, hey, sorry, you're gone. To me, that's treating someone so unfairly because you're not telling them what they're doing wrong so they can fix it. How does that make any sense? If in this planet, do we just treat people like, hey, you know what, you're gone? When people get fired, they get an explanation. When you go on a professional sports team, right? You get an explanation. Just tell me. That's all I'm asking. I'm a fair and transparent and honest guy. And I know a lot of you guys are just coming in here and you're like, okay, bullshit, right? I don't have anything to prove. I'm just saying that it's treating me unfairly is not going to happen, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it one way or another. This one was the last straw. I'm gonna now have to probably, I know David Portnoy got kicked off, and I know people that get kicked off brokerages all the time. I'm not saying they don't, but this is my livelihood, and I do this for you guys, and I want you guys to learn from me. And so, I was asking a lot of you guys, do you know anyone that works for a brokerage? Do you know anyone who works for the SEC? Do you know anyone who works for FINRA? Do you know anyone who works with any brokerage or the compliance team? I want to talk to anybody who knows what the hell is going on so I can understand what I'm doing wrong, so I just stop, so I don't, just get, literally, I'm not going to do anything that, obviously there's rules in stocks. Those are obvious, okay? Whatever's happening here is completely not obvious. 110%. Okay? I don't know if, maybe I know that there's been a lot of people that say, hey, they're not fast enough and they're losing money against because they can't make the executions fast enough because brokerages take trades against traders. Right? I don't know if it's the market makers not being able to keep up with me. I don't know if it's I'm trading because I traded 6 million shares today. I probably averaged about 4 million shares a day. I don't know if it's too many shares. I don't know. Whatever it is, the lucky thing is I don't have to worry about it with TradeZero is what they've told me, and I've talked to them multiple times. And they've talked to their compliance team, and they're just like, you're doing one hell of a job. I don't know, you're doing a good, you're obviously doing things the right way, and you're green every day, which I've been. That's the goal of a trader. Cam, my GF works for a bank, and she expects you are high risk, and that is why they give you the boot. Or they are too slow for you. So that I'm too high risk. I don't know what that means. I'm too high risk. Why? So I'm trading stocks that are extremely volatile. Sure, but that's how you make money. I do need to get a congressperson on my side. Dave Portnoy, he got kicked off E-Trade. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying, tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me. Talk to me man to man. Like, I'm showing you guys my trades every day. Like, I'm so lost on why you can't treat me fairly. Okay? Literally. Just treat me fairly. That's all I ask. I would do the same. If I was on the other side, I would be like, you know what? Yeah, and a lot of people are saying you destroy the hedges against you. Well, then don't hedge against my account. Okay? VWAP Trader 1. Anybody that can send anyone to me with any explanation. I want to talk to the CEO. I want to talk to the executives. And if I have to, I'll get attorneys involved. I don't care at this point. This is my livelihood. I'm not going to fuck around with this anymore. This is pissing me off because it's not fair. I'd hate to be so pissed on a day that I make $192,000, but it's my livelihood. And I'm doing this for you guys to learn from me and my strategies. And if they're just going to simply give me the boot with no explanation, that is such a passive-aggressive attitude. And just explain it to me, And you guys are getting the weak end of the stick. When I was talking to this guy on the phone, man, I don't understand why you cannot be transparent with me, right? I'm transparent with you guys. Why don't the brokers just tell me, hey, you know what? Maybe you're trading too many shares. Maybe they won't admit that they're losing against me, and that's what I can, that's what I can maybe, I can understand that they don't want to tell me that. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're losing against me and they just don't want to admit it. I have no idea. That makes more sense than anything because I wouldn't want to just say, hey, yeah, we're trading against you and losing against you, and that's why we kicked you off. So maybe that's the reason. Maybe it's because I have a chat room. Maybe it's because I trade 6 million shares. Just tell me. So then I can correct things. I am a learner. I am someone who will follow the rules, will abide by everything that I need to. I just need to know what I'm doing, right? So then I can abide by it. It's like the law. Everyone knows black and white what the law is, right? It's like, if we talk about the obvious things, you can't, I don't even want to say, kill someone. You can't kill someone. You can't pump stocks. You can't, manipulate stocks. I don't even put bids out. I don't even put what you call like spoof bids where you put these big block bids in. And then, you try and move the stock and control which way it's going. I don't do any of that. I buy market most of the time. Every now and again, I might buy limit. It's black and white. There's so many obvious things. I've watched so many stock movies. It's stupid. I want to know what I'm doing because I know for 100% certainty that if I were to go to court, I am doing zero wrong because I take that 100% seriously. That's why I left other rooms, and that's why I don't talk to certain people because I stay in my own lane and I'm doing it the right way. Okay, so I'm so lost on why they won't even give me an explanation on what I am doing. It frustrates the hell out of me, guys. And I'm sorry that I'm so fired up. If someone can know someone, an executive of a brokerage, someone higher up, I don't care if it's, an attorney. I don't care if it's the CEO of Schwab. Get me in contact with someone because I want to talk to them right now. Like literally. I'm done with this. Okay? I don't have to worry about it with this brokerage. I've already talked to them multiple times, and they've assured me that I'm not going to get kicked off Trade Zero, okay? Because I've worked with I think he's a director. They said that he talked to their compliance team multiple times. I'm doing everything the right way. They have no issues. And obviously, I'm being a decent trader, okay? When they told me that I need to get a court order for a reason. Like, what? Why? Stop being so robotic in this world. Just tell me why. Like, so literally, treat me like a 3-year-old. I don't care. Black and white. You're doing this. That's why we kicked you. Done. Kick me so then I know what I'm doing wrong. It's like they're treating me so unfairly. And it's like that for everyone. And I know a lot of people who've gotten kicked off. And they still don't tell you. But it's BS. What the fuck? Sorry. Anyways, guys. That's my rant. At the end of the day, there's thousands of brokerages out there. Trust me. I'm not worried about finding a brokerage at all. I just don't like that I'm doing something wrong, and I don't like doing things wrong, and they're not telling me what I'm doing wrong. You see what I'm saying? Like, my whole life, I am, never gone to jail, and I got speeding tickets. That's it. Like, I don't know. I stay in my lane and I do things in a proper manner. And the least they could do for me is show me some respect and say to me, hey, sit down with me on the phone or in person or whatever and say, hey, this is what you're doing wrong. I'm sorry, man, but you got to fix it. And done. I won't even say another word back, but they're treating me like, it's frustrating, okay? A lot of people are making the joke, I make too much money. Well, then get used to it, because I'm only going to keep going. This is my life. This is my grind. This is what I do. This is my passion. And I won't stop until I'm better than Warren Buffett. And even then, I won't stop. I want to set the bar high. Anyways, guys, we're up $192,500 today. We traded 5,900,000 shares. The equity in our account is 1.2 million. I pulled about 350,000 out of this account so far. Guys, we have been having an insane time with the new account, with this new platform. I have no question in my mind, 100% certainty, this platform that I'm using is night and day better than anyone else I've used. Execution-wise, and now I'm able to short. It's because he's using way too much margin. Maybe, Steve. So you think that since I'm trading 5.9 million shares, I'm using too much of the brokerage's money? Maybe. But the thing is, my Schwab account was cash, so that makes no sense. My Schwab account was cash. And the executives in the new brokerage. Oh, so Pablo, yeah, the new brokerage, 100%, I'm fine. They're not going anywhere. This new brokerage, I've talked to them. I've told them I've gotten kicked off 3 brokerages. I'm like, hey man, can you find out anything about what's going on? I'd really like to know. I've gotten kicked off 3 brokerages. Please tell me. But yeah. Whatever the reason, they won't give it to me. Which brokerage? I work for a Canadian firm if you need help that way. BK, yeah, message me on Discord. I mean, I'm in the U.S., so you can't really help me, I don't think. But if you can, great. I would love some help. I just want to get an answer. That's it. Just be honest with me. Everybody who saw my video 2 days ago, we already have more people calling me a paper trader. I'm not a paper trader. They might take the other side of the trade and fill your trades. Yeah, maybe. I've definitely noticed with some brokerages, I'll buy a stock and it doubles my buy. Like, so the volume is like double what I'm actually doing. So they're mirroring what I'm doing. People, it's just an amazing world we live in. Frustrating stuff. So yeah, the past 4 days, guys, we're up well over $1 million. It's crazy to say that, but guys, I mean, it's just been insane. Now that I've been able to long and short, it's changed my game tremendously. I've also doubled my buying power from $500,000 to $1 million now. Guys, we're doing things that I'm glad to start the new year with, because we do have a high goal. We've now taken $1,000 into over $6 million in 263 business days, and we're going to continue to push, guys. The goal by the end of the year is 30 million, 1,000 to 30 million. So let's just keep it up. I'm pulling profits though. Like I'm trying to keep the account at $1 million for a while until I get used to that and maybe bump it up to then 1.25 or something like that. And then I'm just going to keep on growing my account. You know, I'm going to keep on pushing the limits. No, I have. Anyway, so I'm going to go over my trades today, guys. Anybody out there who can help me with someone who has the owner of a brokerage, someone who works with a compliance team of a brokerage, someone who works for E-Trade, Schwab, TD, someone who can get me an answer, please reach out to me on Discord. My name's Cam the Man on there, or on Instagram. Reach out on Instagram as well. Reach out to me any way possible, but I want to know, you know, if you guys can help me in any way. And I'm sure there's a lot of you guys out there, so please, if you can find a way to just get me an answer, that's all I ask for. Okay, guys. RJ, it matters because I don't want to keep getting kicked off brokerages, and I don't like doing things the wrong way. You know, I could change to 1,000 brokerages, and it really doesn't matter. But I want to know what I'm doing wrong because I don't like doing things wrong. It bugs the hell out of me. I'm not that kind of person. I'm simply not. If I'm doing something the wrong way, then tell me what I'm doing. That's all I ask. Okay? So then I can comply with it. Okay? Anyways, guys. Yeah. So, guys, so I wanted to go ahead and cover, SOS, NCTY. So these two I took short after hours. So NCTY shorted at $20 a share, 10,000 shares. I didn't have a lot of confidence. What's it at now? Yeah, SOS is down to 338. I was going to hold that one, but it's up to 1938 again. It's moving a lot after hours. So that's something that I'm watching as well. Is NCTY up that much? So shorted those two stocks. My average on SOS was 389, and I covered at 370, 44,000 shares. But it's not cheap to short stocks, guys. The short 44,000 shares cost me about $1,000. The short on NCTY was pretty cheap. It was about $400. But just because I'm shorting doesn't mean it costs me money. I'm still risking. I have to pay money to get these borrows. But it's the price we live in, guys. Everything costs in this world. I have to pay for my share short, and you can end up getting squeezed out and losing even more. So shorting is a very, very risky thing, but you can control your risk easier, I think. SOS, as I'm watching into tomorrow, I took a short on 389. Obviously, I wish I was still holding because it's down to 340. But I went into it with a plan, and that's Trade Zero. It costs. They charge one hell of a pretty penny. I've never paid so much for commissions, but I've also never made more money on a brokerage. So it's vice versa. Yesterday, I paid $25,000 in commissions. I mean, it was insane. That's the most I've ever paid by far, though. Usually, it's about 8 to 10,000. I shorted DJIA. I borrowed about $4,000 worth of not DJIA. I didn't short DJIA. I shorted what was it? BNGO and I lost. Got my ass handed to me a couple times on it today. So the bigger trades was GHSI. I got long at 86.4 and out 99.3. So let's kind of go over today's day, guys. Okay, Bitcoin's making new highs, guys. Bitcoin's insane. So I shorted right here. Let's pull this up on a bigger screen. I want to go for my trade. So this running after hours was insane, guys. Like I just saw this right in here. People were talking about it, and I saw it on my scanner, and I was like, what in the F? So I started taking a starter short in here at about a 378 average. And then I said, if we get under 350, I'll cover. But I never got there. And I said, if we get over 388, I'm going to add into my short because look at all this volume here. No news, by the way. Look at all this volume here. And then this consolidation and this re-rip with a ton of volume here. So it's basically like the first move here, second move here, and third move right here. So second and third moves with this much percentage gain on this much volume after hours, I'm going to start shorting into generally because whenever I don't feel comfortable buying it, then I'm usually looking at it for a short. It's as simple as that. So I started to short it, and I had an average of 378 with about 10 or 15, 20,000 shares. And I gave myself wiggle room, and I started adding my short through new highs at 390s, 395s, and I actually had to borrow more shares. I borrowed another 10,000 shares right at the 410ish range, and I shorted at the top there about 413, 412, 411 range with and then that gave me an average of 389, which is this white line right there. So, I was basically shorting into the fact that this thing was getting way overextended on no news, and this entire move happened after hours. So generally, this is a rule of thumb that I have. Obviously you can't short every candle and every wick, but I'm looking at this from one move. I mean, sure, there's a lot of different candles and a lot of different people buying and selling here, but this whole upwards trend here is the first move. Then we have this consolidation and the second move. Consolidation, and here's a third move, right? And we're not only that, but we're up, 100+% after hours, right? And so anything up 100+% after hours on no news but the type of action it had all day, no reasoning, I will short making secondary and third moves like that. I noticed the volume getting weaker here as well, and we got the slam, and I was looking for that slam, and I covered 389 short, and I covered 365, I believe it was, right? Where was it? SOS, 369.4, so right in here I was covering. And, I wish I was still holding. I thought about holding it, swinging it. I'd probably up, I don't even know, 30, 40,000 right now. SOS, yeah, I had news this morning, but not any new news. But that's okay. I took what I wanted to take, and I traded my plan and my process, so that's all that matters. I can always be up more money, guys. I could have been up more money for sure. But I traded my plan, my process, and what I was comfortable with, and I stayed in my lane. I didn't try and hit a home run, because guess what? That thing could have easily squeezed back up. I don't know what any one stock's going to do. This thing could have easily gone to 5 and 6. It's not like I haven't seen that before. So I'm taking my trade off because I don't want to get squeezed after hours into a short. I'm just taking the chunk and moving on, because if it continues to go, I made some money. If it goes down, it's okay. I kind of had that mindset, right? NCTY, I took a short after hours on this one. It's kind of a similar thing. We had a huge move upwards today. Out of nowhere, this had a big move, and this is our first move. This is our secondary move, and this was our third move. And I was going to start shorting into the third move, and I said, hey, I'm going to short 10,000 shares over $21 a share on the first move, right? Where's some water here? So on the first move, I see, basically this third move here, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to start taking this short over $21 a share, and, it looked like it had a lot of potential to me. So I was sitting there, and I'm like, okay, third move. We didn't get quite above 21, and I borrowed those 10,000 shares. So once we popped up and we fell off really quick, I was like, okay, that to me looked like the top. Because this is our third move with volume, and we're already up on the day, and this is just, to me, it could be brokerages, what do they call it? Liquidating shorts that the brokerage has the right, I believe, to liquidate your shorts if you're down over 100%. So I think that might have been what happened. But we'll see tomorrow. This one could keep going. It's also a blockchain, so it could keep going. It's also a lower flow, could keep going. So, but third move, short, $21 a share. I didn't quite get it, and I chased it a little, but I'm glad I did because it paid off. I didn't want to miss it, and I also borrowed, and it cost me $400 to do that. So I didn't want to miss out on any type of move. I said, you know what, I'm going to take it, and then if it goes above 21 to 22, I'm going to re-add into that, into the short, and then wait for kind of a fall off. But at the end of the day, nothing's ever 100%. I could get squeezed out, and I'm always willing to cover if it's too much for me. But I paid money for those shorts, so I wanted to pay the money back and get my money back and then some. So I started to I saw that wick, and I saw time of sales on level 2, and I really didn't like that at all. I got rejected. So I then shorted at $20 a share and covered right in here. Right in here. No. Yeah, right in here, I believe. Yeah, and then this thing fell off even farther, but now we're back up to 1940. So, yeah, Lan, I think indicators are overrated. I use VWAP, and that's about it. Maybe 13 EMA, and that's about it. Okay, and then GHSI. So GHSI, guys, was the momentum of BNGO, right? We've seen BNGO, what it did to check, right? Check went from, let's go through the stocks quickly. Look at this. It's fun to watch. Check went from, I don't know, 30 cents to a 293, right? JAGX went from 40 cents to 299. What was the other one? SYN went from 40 cents to $1.70. ONTX went from 40 cents to 90 cents. So you can see each stock I'm looking at has less and less follow through, and that's kind of predictable, guys. You can always see that's how predictable that is. Is Bitcoin still going? The next one was GHSI, and I thought to myself, this one's been uptrending. Maybe we'll get the same kind of price action we've been getting, and literally follow through with no reasoning, just FOMO based on BNGO. So I saw this pennant forming. Diego, I should start recording live, and maybe I will. I need to, actually. So yes, keep reminding me because I need to. So I started this pennant forming right off VWAP, and once this pennant broke, I literally saw this candle and I started longing it because we started to break this pennant. Wait, what's a pennant? Well, it's lower highs and higher lows, and the fact that BNGO, check, JAGX, SYN, they've all been running crazy because BNGO was the head honcho. This is what I teach in my course. BNGO was the head honcho, it ran big, and then you get all this FOMO out of the rest of the stocks. And every time they run, I can literally show you. Let me show you an order, okay? Let me show you an order. The head runner, BNGO, right? Goes from 50 cents to 7. That thing traded 3 or 4 billion in a day. That's therefore going to create liquidity across the market because that's how many people were trading it. Still has tons of liquidity every day. It's starting to climb back after ours. Tomorrow I'm going to be watching it. That one's going to be, the next 2 days I'm going to be watching BNGO long and short. I'm probably going to size up on that one soon. But anyways, check, right? So check went from 40 cents to 293. That was the first sympathy play, and that one went, how much percentage is that? That's got to be 400% or 500% plus, right? Then you have JAGX, a secondary runner, 60 cents to 299. That's about 300-400%. Little less volume, right? Then you had SYN, right? Go from 40 cents to $1.70. So that's like 2 to 3, maybe 350% with less volume, right? ONTX, right? We had less volume. Well, 250 million shares is a lot of volume, but less percentage gain, right? And that was the next runner. You can see how they keep kind of fading, all these sympathy plays, right? It's pretty incredible. GSSI, I had that feeling that it was going to run, but I also didn't have high hopes because every time it's gone down and down and down and down and down, right? In volume and the percentage gain, okay? ISR, I felt like we were going to get a run. And I really did think, we were going to get a run, but again, I'll take my profits all day. And also, I'm glad I nailed this one long, but, I was watching it both long and short all day. Once I saw this fail, I almost considered relonging it. But it just, once I saw that sell off, I was like, that kind of looked ugly with that amount of volume. And it was up so high, but I really thought this thing could potentially zombie back and, maybe go to 230s, 250s, 270s in this type of market. Because, now all these sympathy plays have died off. There's going to be something else. Now, all those people that have seen those huge runners are now sitting on their fingers looking for the next one. And that was so much volume. Who knows? Maybe a low float starts to go nuts. I don't know. But generally, it starts off with higher price stocks, and then the end of the runs usually go with people below floats and things like that. But anyways, GHSI, once it broke that pennant, this was my main watch out of the gates. I actually woke up a little late today too. But this is my main watch out of the gates just in the basis of I felt like this could have the same run as the rest, but I knew that the sympathy plays have been dying off, so I wasn't looking for a huge play, but I was looking for a decent 20 to 30% gains, right? So I was seeing this pennant form up, and Jordan and a couple other people mentioned it in chat, and I was like, okay, this looks good. And I was waiting for this pennant to break. We held VWAP perfectly. Literally to textbook, right? Once I saw this candle, I started going along because we started to break out of that pennant, and then this thing went straight up to $1.04. Now, I took the trade pretty perfectly. I took it at 86 and was out at 99. Generally, $1 a share is the biggest support and resistance in penny stocks. So I took the meat in the move, and basically was done with it just because, again, what did I say? I said every time the sympathy play has gone up, that less volume and less percentage gain. So to me, I was like, okay, and I actually considered shorting it, but I was like, I'm not going to mess with it because it could go to $1.20, $1.30, and $1.50, and I misjudge it, and I get squeezed on it. I wasn't confident on the short side. So I just took my win. That was a nice $75,000 winner or $77,000 winner there. What was the next one? NMTR. So NMTR was in at $1.40, out at $1.55, and I actually missed a lot of this one. I actually took a couple of paper cut losses on NMTR. Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. I started to long this one right in here and got crushed and took a little loss on this one, and I was like, okay, it's over. I thought that this was going to run, and it's over. Then we just kept building higher lows off VWAP. It wasn't giving up. It just kept grinding and grinding and grinding, still building those higher lows, still holding the trend. And I was like, okay, this is interesting. Why does this thing keep holding and sticking around? This wasn't the end of it because it held it, it held it, it held it, perk, held it, perk, held it. And honestly, a perfect entry would have been like probably right in here because sell-off, nope, higher lows, re-perk, and then, kind of a sell-off, re-perk, and then re-perk again. Those 3 re-perks show a lot of interest in buyers, right? So I was long at $1.36.7, okay? And I was out up in here, right? And this thing went to $1.77. So I could have made more than double. I could have made 90+ thousand on it. But again, you're going to see me catch the meat in the move and do the best that I can with that. And I know that there's a gap fill here. So I was like, okay, well, is this thing going to go to 2? It could. I just don't know what kind of market it's going to take it, The gap fill was at $2 a share. So, but I just had to take it off just because I was in with decent size and I wasn't highly convicted. But, not only did this perk up, but then it sold off and perked right through the high, sold off and perked right through the high. So there was multiple opportunities there on insane amount of liquidity you can see here. So there was that. CBAT, I couldn't get a good read on today. CBAT, I actually had a long right in here. I had a long at 578, was long in the dips, and I sold off above 605 and 610. But then I gave it all back, trying to, I watched this thing kind of take off without me, and then I get the typical FOMO, like, what if I would have held, and it would have been a huge day if I held, but I didn't. And so then it kind of consolidated, and I was like, okay. Once I saw this volume in here re-perking back up, I was like, okay, this might have a chance to break through the high. So I started longing in here and in here, thinking that, we're going to get a breakthrough highs, and I'll start scaling through highs because we were holding higher lows. I really liked the news, and the news meant a lot to the market, obviously, because the volume came in. Well, I longed it a couple times. I got chopped out, and luckily, I started longing it again in here, got chopped out, and then I just called it like right in here. I was like, this does not look pretty anymore. And I actually wanted to short it, but it was too much. Once we got to like right in here, I was like, this looks ugly. And I wanted to short it, but the borrows were just too much for my confidence. I didn't have high enough conviction for the borrow of the price, so I didn't take the trade. And then SNDL, you can see I lost $24,000 on that one. So SNDL today, guys, I really thought had high potential. I really, really, really like the chart, and I mean I really like it. It's just textbook to me, and this is multiple months setting up here, and, it's just not giving up. We had consolidation, then we had breakout day 1 here. I really love this chart, but is it at 710? Oh my gosh, Tom, thank you. But here's the thing, I started to long it in here, and I realized I was chasing. I got long a lot of size, and it's going to cost me a lot in commission because under $1, and that's what Trade Zero does. They screw you over on those stocks. And then this thing washed out, and I just got sucked into this washout thinking, you know what, maybe it's the news that the bill didn't get passed or whatever, and I just didn't want to get chopped up in that because it's buy the hype, sell the news, and now we're back up to 65, and sure, I'd still be down a little bit, but I just didn't want to get flushed out on, and tomorrow I'm going to be watching it as well. It's definitely on my watch list for sure. But I really had high, I thought we were going to get 95, $1, $1.05 today, and I sized the F up on it, and we just didn't get it, and I lost 24 grand on it. So I'm not right every time, guys. I can be wrong, trust me. I mean, I'm proving to you guys that. DJIA, I fat fingered so bad. It actually had a lot of opportunity on it. Now they had an offering. It obviously looks ugly. I saw this in here, and I started longing right here under 340 because I saw what was going on in the world with, the capital getting just bombarded, and then I saw, the situation down there was getting worse and worse and worse. And to me, I was like, the only stocks I can find is DJIA. And then people were helping me find other ones throughout. But so once it got under 340, I was like, that's a great opportunity. I clicked buy, and I tried to buy 40,000 or like 30,000 shares or 40,000 shares. Somehow I got in with 260,000 shares. It fat fingered me in somehow, and I literally was like, holy shit. Sorry for the French. Holy crap, what have I done? But then I started thinking it through, and I was like, honestly, like, there's a reason why I wanted to get long it, and I've seen this stock mentioned multiple times throughout all the riots and things like that, and I've seen it mentioned throughout every time there's a problem. And I was like, you know what, maybe this is the time this thing takes off. So I held my position. I mean, I was down 30 grand, and then I was up 20 grand, and it was an emotional roller coaster. The reality is, if we got under 336, I was going to be stopped out for like a $60,000 loss. But I really did think, we're going to get above 4, and after I was just going to have a run. I really, because of what was going on. I mean, it's insane what's going on right now with the capital, and I saw a terrible video. And I was like, you know what? I need to size down, so I started sizing down up in here, but I held on to I think it was like 100,000 shares. And I ended up getting washed out into the close, I think it was like right in here or right in here. I was too much size for me, and I didn't feel comfortable with it. And it was just, there was so many people talking about it on social media that I just, I didn't know what was going to happen. It could have gone to 5 and I would have missed out, just like I missed out on other stocks today. But the thing is, you really never know what anything's going to do, ever. And the offering is 100% proof. I kept considering holding it overnight, and it was going back and forth and back and forth. And eventually I made the decision, you know what, I just can't get myself to I can't get myself to do it. I kind of wanted to, but I was like, you know what, today's been a good day. Let's not ruin it with anything that could happen after hours. And this thing literally just tanked on top of the offering. So, I'm grateful for that I made that decision. But those are all just making decisions on the fly. Things change so fast. I'm like, okay, am I holding this overnight? And realistically, I was going to try and scale above 4, but I was like, you know what? I should take some off. I'm in way too big. And I was getting super emotional with it as well. But there's a reason why I was going to long it down here, and I had conviction in it, just not 260,000 shares of conviction. But, that happens from time to time, guys, and I'm sure I'm going to fat finger again. So SNDL was my big loser. NC2Y, you can see I lost 7. CBAT, I lost 6. And another 12 on CBAT, so down about 20,000 on CBAT. What else? Anything else, guys? That's about it. BNGO, guys, I had a short position on this one, and I actually was short right in here, and I was up about $45,000 right here, and I didn't take anything off. I really was looking for under $4 a share, and the huge sell-off today, we didn't get it. This thing perked right back up. I held my short. I was down about $25,000 right in here. Risking off 504, seeing though there's volume here and in here. And I would have stopped out probably 504, 506 range-ish. We came all the way back down, and I thought, this is going to really flush. So I was like, come on. And then into the close, it freaking came back, and now it's coming back after hours. So going to be watching BNG over the next day or two. Watch out for a big trade that I'm going to make on it, whether it be long or short. I don't know. Just whatever it sets up like. I'll take the trade. But the key is, guys, wait for the setup to come to you. And, man, I am hungry as all can be. Wait for the setup to come to you. Again, over the past 4 days, guys, we've gone 290. Let's go ahead and look, actually. And I say this to inspire you guys. I don't want you guys to see this P&L, though, and just be like, oh, I want to do this. You guys never got to see, the hard work, and I always debate on whether it's showing the P&L, but I'm always going to be transparent, whether it's red or a green day. But $299,000 let's go back even farther. So $277,000 on December 31st, $299,000 on the 4th, and then yesterday we did $293,500 or $900, and then today we're up 192,500. So, yeah, it's a blessing that my camera lasted. But yeah, I'm setting this year. I'm setting the goals high, guys. And I truly want your guys' successes. I truly want you guys to, learn from everything that I just went over today. Learn from my thought process. Learn from the things that I'm doing right, the things that I'm doing wrong. Learn from the way that I'm trading and the way that, you can always do things better than me. And the reality is I take losses every day, and I'll have red days as well. But I truly want your guys' success. That's why we have NorMagnoTrade.com community. That's why I created, this community. I really wanted you guys to, learn from me, learn from all the moderators, learn from all the experienced traders, and kind of build you guys a solid foundation to kind of learn from, to educate yourself, and then to kind of grow, as a family here at NorMagnoTrade.com and continue to push ourselves to better and better heights. You know what I mean? Like Jordan crushed it. A student, he made $450,000 last year. Ariel, he got his account over $100,000 in the past 12 days. He made $77,000. Diego, been crushing it. I believe over the past 3 or 4 days, he's up like 80 grand. I want you guys to get inspired, man. Get inspired. Let's take this new year to the next level. I want you guys to learn from everything. Obviously, you can see these stocks go up and down, and there's tons of liquidity, tons of volume everywhere. And there's multiple stocks that I'm trading every day. But here's the thing. I'm trying to give you guys the knowledge and the foundation and the base. And I do it for free. My YouTube's free, and, my chat room's free. Sure, I have a course, but I do that for your guys' sake. Trust me, I know it sounds weird, but I do it because when people put money into something, they take it a lot more seriously. Congrats, RJ. That's awesome, man. That is so sick. RJ's at 82K. But you guys, you just got to keep pushing and keep grinding, keep motivating yourselves. And I'm hoping that now me taking 1,000 to over $6 million is inspiration, and it's only going to get better and better as we continue to size up and we continue to progress our plan, our strategy, and our process. But that's the biggest thing. People always ask me for buy and sell alerts. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sit here and have you guys piggyback off me. I teach strategy. I teach process. I teach plan. I teach mindsets. I teach emotional and psychological capacities and just trying to keep yourself consistently, being better and better every day. But I'm not going to sit here and give you guys buy and sell alerts all day long. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm long and then I'm out because it doesn't help you. It doesn't help you longer term. It makes things a lot more difficult and it makes things tougher for you. So those guys on TikTok, join me on YouTube, Can the Man, YouTube, Can the Man. Those guys, if you guys haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm gonna do the giveaways now. Let me see if they're available. Or is the giveaway winners available? So I'm giving away $5,000 to the giveaway winners. Let's see if they're available. Is the giveaway winners available? So I did this giveaway. I donated $5,000 yesterday to the Dave Portnoy and Marcus Lemone's fund. It's for the right thing. It's donating to restaurants that are struggling in New York. And I know it's not New York, but it's generally New York. Oh, you're on Instagram Live. Okay, you are. Okay, can you message? Can you message on there? Laura? Can you message on Instagram Live? You don't have to go on Instagram Live if you don't want to. Let's see here. Do you want to go live? Completely up to you. Okay. Oh, Laura, you're here. Okay, awesome. So, yeah, you are one giveaway winner, so that's awesome. You ended up retweeting and tagging 3 people, and I figured during hard times during the virus with no stimulus checks and things like that, not only donating $5,000 to the Portnoy Foundation, which if you haven't already, I'd recommend donating. Even if it's 50 cents, $1, $5. It doesn't matter the price, just the thought is what counts. And then I thought, donating $5,000 to my fellow traders, the people that support NorMacNoTrading.com, who support us, who are going through hard times potentially through this coronavirus. I felt like giving back to you guys would be a good thing and a blessing to you guys as well. I'm just trying to do my part and try and create some type of, positive outlook in your guys' lives and in the lives of, people in New York and things like that. Okay, let me. So, Laura, do you want to go live, or do you want me to just? I can just send it your way right now if you like. It's completely whatever you're comfortable with. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you. So we can go live, or the other winner's at the gym. Dang it, that's not good. Okay, cool. Awesome. I'm trying to find your PayPal here. Oh, it's in the Discord. Can you message me on Discord? I was trying to find your PayPal. Let's see where you at here. There you are. Okay, let's see if I can figure out how to do this and be smarter than... All right. Let me get everybody on Instagram Live. These giveaways take a little bit because we do a little chatting, just a little fun stuff. I want to make sure I post my Instagram here. Oops. Going over. That's not what I wanted. So give me 1 second here. I'm just trying to set everything up. All right, those of you guys on YouTube, jump over to Instagram Live. Those of you guys on YouTube, jump over to Instagram Live. All right, guys. Let's see. Okay, cool. Afterthought technique. You'll be up next. Okay. So let's see if I can get Laura live here. Let's see if I can figure out how to. There, I requested. See if that works. Hey, what's going on, Laura? How are you?
Hi.
I just wanted to say that you were the one of the winners of the giveaway, and congrats! Yeah, you won $1,000 for being a part of the NorMacMilTrading.com giveaway.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
You all are such an inspiration. I'm in there daily. I'm learning so much from you all.
Yeah. So I want to kind of hear a little bit about your story and kind of how you, I don't know if you trade or if you got started trading or kind of like what your background is in that, but kind of tell everybody like, I guess how you found me in trading and stuff like that.
Well, I saw a recommendation from Dr. Miami actually on one of his Snapchats.
Okay.
And so I went from there. I started following you on there. I saw the Discord, went into the Discord. This was back in March. I'm a teacher. So, we started working from home, so I had more time to spend, on the computer, looking at stocks, analyzing, learning information, watched lots of your videos, and, since then I've been slowly putting in what I can into my accounts and, building over time, so it's been nice. I do what I can when I can.
Yeah.
Since, I'm still working from home. We still haven't gone back to in-person teaching.
Okay.
So I do what I can when I can, and it's nice to see how everybody participates in that chat, in the Discord, and I really enjoy it because everybody's there to help everybody out.
Yeah, that's the goal. I mean, it's kind of like you being a teacher, like you're here to help them, and I'm here to help you. It's just a different industry, but that's really as similar as it can be. Is as the chat, and as everybody else as mods and things like that, we all kind of try and like build that base, like I was talking about earlier, and build that kind of foundation for people to kind of get an understanding. And sure, there's a lot of people in chat that might not be saying necessarily accurate information, but like at the end of the day, you can grab bits and pieces from a lot of it, and we do our best at NorMacMilTrading.com to kind of create that foundation for people. And as every day we try and get better and better to create that opportunity for you guys to to build on. So it's cool to kind of see everybody and kind of see faces, because you don't really get to see anyone on chat. But and it's also cool that you found me from Dr. Miami, because we've been talking now for over a year, and actually his son was the one who originally wanted to start trading, and then I think he took the reins. But obviously he's a lot busier now with all the surgeries and stuff like that. But it was fun to watch and see kind of his progress and things like that. But okay, cool. Well, so I want, and the PayPal that you sent me is 100% correct, because I literally copied and pasted it from the Instagram, just so you know. So,
Okay.
So is that the correct? I can bring it back to you if you want.
Just in case, it should be.
Okay, so it's Laura, and then with 2 A's, NNESPINOZA at yahoo.com.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, congrats. I'm happy for you. Hopefully, you get yourself a nice dinner or something, or just maybe invest it back in the markets. Who knows? But
I thought about that. I said this will start my 1K challenge.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Let's see. So I'm sending it now there. Let me make sure it goes through. Okay, cool. So I sent that there for you. So so congrats on winning that, and I hope that maybe it does start your $1,000 account challenge. I don't know, but it's awesome that you won, and hopefully I see you around and continue to grind things out and continue to just, like I always say, make every day better than yesterday. All right, congrats, Laura. You're welcome. Okay, you guys still out there? Let's see. Did I just screw it up? You guys still out there on Instagram Live? Okay, cool. Next up, we have the second winner. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? He messaged in here. Okay, right there. Let's see if he gets on here. So, hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, Cam?
Good to have you on. Good to have you in, as always.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to say you're one of the winners at normacnotrading.com, and I know I didn't mean to interrupt your gym session by any means. Hopefully,
No worries at all, man.
hopefully you got a good workout. But yeah, so kind of give like I said in the last one, kind of get everybody like how you found me. How's your trading career been going, or if you do trade, and kind of your future goals as well.
Yeah, for sure. So I pretty much just found you because I was doing my research on my socials. I use Twitter, Instagram, and all that for information on the market, on certain stocks, for news. And then I was looking up certain tickers, and when I was doing that, I actually found you. You were giving out hot signals on hot signals, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to follow the man. You know what I'm saying? And then I started back in around April, like a bunch of people, when the market crashed. Everybody was scared and pulled their money out, or a bunch of like stuff was going around that time. And I was actually furloughed from my work. I work over at the Tesla gig.
Oh, you worked at the Tesla factory?
Yeah, so that kind of got me a little foot in the door, since they give out the stocks with their employee stock purchase plan, and they just give out stocks to employees too. So that kind of just opened the door for me, seeing the potential in stocks, compound gains, how over time, if you really invest in the right companies, you could really make a good living out of that.
Do you still have the Tesla shares?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, you're killing it then. That's awesome. That's awesome.
You're live on that one, waiting for 1,000 plus.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. Oh, good for you. So, okay, cool. So you kind of found me on social media, and then kind of been around and stuck with me ever since. And how's your trading been going generally? Ups and downs, or?
Yeah, it started up with a bunch of ups. I think there's a bunch of lucky investing with all the companies that crashed and boomed around the time. They just boomed after that. And one thing about me is I was getting a little greedy at the time, and lost a lot of profits. Never took my profits, and I learned a lot from there. Just kind of learning along the lines of day by day trading, waking up 6 in the morning, seeing what's hot. Because I live on the West Coast, so over here it opens at 6:30, like regular hours. Pre-market like 1 in the morning, so I just stay away from pre-market after hour trading. Kind of do the 6:30 to 1 p.m. over here.
Yeah.
Learn as I go. When I make bad trades, I see where I went wrong. Keep an eye out on news, what's going on with certain companies, and I just go from there.
Okay, yeah. Cool, man. Cool. So, how have you generally been doing? Are you break even? Are you up? Are you down on your trading account? Things like that. Like, how has it been overall? Hopefully up, but it happens if you're down.
Overall, it's been none but not none but up, but it's been a little rocky, but still uptrending.
Wait, that's good, man. That's good. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Did you send me your PayPal? So I had it on Twitter. Do you have the email that you could send to me to make sure I get that right? Because the worst thing I could do is send it to the wrong person. So
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I'm sure I'd make their day, but I'm sure it wouldn't make yours. So
Yeah, I would be devastated.
yeah.
Yeah, you want me to just type it in the chat right here?
Sure. Either that or on Twitter or on Discord, whichever one.
Sure, because as soon as I leave the app, it'll get me off the Instagram Live, so I can just do it in here.
Okay, yeah. Because I knew you sent it to me, but I want to do it on YouTube as well. It's Irvin Rodriguez 1, but I don't have the email here as far as I can see. Let's see. Yeah, you probably have to type it.
Yeah, for sure. Alrighty, there it is. It's I.Rodriguez_1203 @yahoo.com.
Okay, let's see if I can find it. Okay, there it is. Rodriguez. Anybody else wants to send him money? There's his PayPal.
Yeah, they can go ahead and send me the list on some.
Let's see, 1203 at yahoo.com.
Hey, again, man, I really appreciate you, bro. It made my week, made my whole year already.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm trying to, give back to those who appreciate and support the NorMagnalTrading.com community. I know it's been a rough year, and unfortunately, 2021 has not started off the way I wanted it to, but not in terms of trading, but just in terms of what's happened today, especially. But okay, so I want to repeat it back. So I.Rodriguez_1203 at yahoo.com.
Yep, perfect.
Okay, let me make sure I got it spelled right. Guez. Okay. Stay logged in. So yeah, so you won $1,500, man. So congratulations.
Gotta go crazy.
Yeah, maybe buy some more Tesla shares.
Oh yeah, I'm about to buy some good stuff.
Whatever you feel good with. Maybe go out and have a nice dinner, even though I don't even know if it's open by you. But
I gotta forget about all eating out and buying all that stuff.
yeah. Okay, so then, all right, we'll post that. So continue, sending to friend.
Yeah, I saw you recently bought a house. That's one of my goals for the year, put a little down payment on a house.
Yeah, man, yeah, no, we're going to be moving here within the next 3.5 weeks or so. So we had a contingency to let her move, because she was an older person, so we wanted her to move out comfortably. And technically she's a renter, but we're letting it go for the month. But yeah, it's surreal. It's surreal, man. It really is.
Congrats, my man. Big congrats.
I mean, it's all numbers on a screen until you have that house, and then you're like, damn, like it all kind of sinks in, it's crazy. So for whatever reason, it says you can't accept payment right now.
Really?
Yeah, it says, sorry, this recipient can't accept payments right now. If you can continue to encounter this problem, please contact customer service. Huh. I could try refreshing it. Let me try refreshing it. Hold on.
Yeah, for sure.
Now I gotta read. So I.Rodriguez. _1203. Okay. Let's try it again. Huh. It says you can't accept payments. That's weird. That is weird. Do you have a different one? Let me try it on my phone. See if this works here. Worst case scenario. So send. It says you might have to go. Let me try one more thing, and then I'll tell you for sure if it's not working. Yahoo.com. Yeah, it's giving me this, you can't send money right now, alert. So you might have to go into your settings and try that. But No, we'll make sure to. Well, trust me, you're gonna get your $1,500 one way or another if it's Venmo or whatever. But yeah, for whatever reason, saying your recipient can't accept payments right now, so you might have to go into your settings and figure that out.
Yeah, for sure. I'll go ahead and try to see if I could fix some on that. If not, I could definitely send you my Venmo.
Cool, man. Cool. Yeah. Well, anyways, yeah, we'll get that to you. I'll keep in touch with you on Twitter. But congrats on the giveaway win, man. And it's keep grinding out there, man. Keep trading. Keep making every day better than yesterday. And I hope you get that house soon, man.
Hey, thank you, my man. I'm gonna keep going for sure. Try to get up on my certain level up every day. You know what I'm saying?
Good stuff, man. Okay, well, I appreciate your time, and again, just reach out to me on Twitter, Discord, and we'll get it taken care of.
Yeah, for sure. Sounds good to me, man.
Later, man.
I'll see you later, Cam.
I think he started driving. I just wanted to get off the phone. Don't want to be talking and driving. Trust me, we'll you doesn't have to worry. We'll get in the $1,500. And now the number one winner, which hasn't responded, so I had to pick a new one. Let's see. Let me double check that they haven't responded. Let's see here. No, they haven't responded. So one of the winners is no longer a winner, unfortunately. So I'm going to go through. Yeah, I did do it through Twitter. I mean, I feel like the fair thing to do is to find someone randomly on the Twitter giveaway. I could do something where I ask you guys a question and whoever gets it first wins, but the fair thing to do, the right thing to do is to just do a random, to find someone random, where I just scroll. Okay, I'm going to scroll, and then whoever it lands on. Chad Weaver. All right, Chad. You're the winner, man. See if you reach out. Hey, you there? You won the giveaway. Chad Weaver is the winner. First place winner. We'll find out. Chad Weaver won. Reach out to me. You won the $2,500. Hopefully he responds right away. Doesn't look like he's very active on Twitter, though, so I might not get a hold of him. Oh, this is going to be tough, man. I wanted to give it away today, so I gave everybody a day yesterday. Do I give him a day, or do I give him, like, 2 minutes? I think I have to give him a day, man. I want to do the giveaway today, but I think I have to give him a day. Alright, guys, that's going to be it for me today. I don't think he's going to be on. I think the right thing to do is give him a day to respond. That's the right thing to do. So, yeah, I got to give him a day. I want to do it now, but I'm going to give him a day, and then tomorrow, we'll figure it out. Yeah, it's only fair. He's going to be winning $2,500, so I already had to move on from the first winner, and it's the first place winner, so I got to give him a chance, and tomorrow, maybe I'll do like I have to pick one of the winners on Twitter who participated, so. All right. See you guys tomorrow, okay? Cheers, team. Go Hawks.